Alright, so now into the drafting phase, coach, and stage is yours.
All right, so yeah, let's see what's happening here. Uh, who's on Radiant again? Oh, this is Dot Slash right now on the Radiant.
Mm-hmm.
They ban out Doom. Meep Merp might want to go with the Faces of Void ban. No, they ban out Lycan. And okay, so both noteworthy first bans. Team Dot Slash. They might want to ban Faceless Void this time. They have first pick though. So let's see what they do with that. They might go with a Faceless Void. Lots of heroes can synergize with Faceless Void either way. So they don't really need to ban him out since they have first pick. But they want to pick someone that combos well with other people for the first drafting phase. Because it's going to be a double pick going for Team Meep Merp right now. They might want to ban Death Prophet or Shadow Shaman. Okay, they ban out Viper. Again, somehow people don't want to deal with Viper right now. Maybe it's the new meta. So, yeah, Viper becoming more and more of a first phase ban. And, yeah, the Razor, still the Razor. Okay, so the Razor's ban. That leaves Dot Slash open to pick up the Faceless Void or the Invoker if they want the Invoker. The Invoker was actually very, very crucial in the previous game. I think more than the Faceless Void, the Invoker was more potent in the previous game. Massive amounts of damage, especially with the Refresher. Yeah, so it's basically those two heroes that won the game, the Invoker and the Faceless Void. Right now they have first pick, so they can pick either one of those, or maybe they can go for an alternate strategy. Of course, they can still go with the classic Shadow Shaman Death Prophet, but they don't have the the consecutive picks to get that off. So they might go for a good standalone hero instead, like the Faceless Void. You can't go wrong with the Faceless Void. So okay, so yeah. Apparently they do want to go that way. They want to take the Shadow Shaman. Maybe the Death Prophet next. The Death Prophet wasn't banned, so if the Death Prophet isn't picked, they probably want to go for the Death Prophet immediately after the Shadow Shaman pick. So, yeah, right now, yeah, the Faceless Void is available for picking right now. They can simply pick a no-brainer combo like a Faceless Void and the Tide Hunter. Those kind of things, uh, really, really no-brainer, really powerful, and that's really the benefit of having second pick. You know, of course, if you have the first pick, you have the advantage of picking uh, the very first hero that you want to get your hands on. But the second pick also has the advantage of being the only back-to-back pick that's uninterfered. So they can easily pick up a two hero combo, and for me right now in this current meta, the best would be Tide Hunter Faceless Void. Of course, Faceless Void for your carry, and Tide Hunter as a powerful offlaner in his own right. But when you combine the two together, when you put the Ravage and the Chronosphere together, that's just really a world of hurt going into the way of anyone caught in that massive AoE. So Faceless Void is picked up as the first pick, and Skyrath Mage, of course. Okay, not not really the Faceless Void Tide Hunter combo I was expecting, but it's still the Faceless Void and Skyrath Mage for damage. If you don't really need to rely on the Ravage as an initiate, you'd want to get more damage in, and the Skyrath Mage is the perfect partner for Faceless Void in dealing damage inside that Chronosphere. Of course, you can also have your Witch Doctor. You can also have
Tide Hunter.
who else is combo to the Skyrath Mage? Earthshaker, or maybe a Jakiro. But Skyrath Mage, um, easy choice, big damage from the get go. Okay, so now they pick up Tide Hunter. Probably, perhaps, maybe because they don't want Tide Hunter to go the way of Team Meep Merp right now. They probably don't want to give that away after the Faceless Void pickup. So they pick it for themselves. Not bad. Somehow, for some reason, they ban out Death Prophet for themselves. Looks like they don't want to. They don't want Meep Merp to get Faceless Void Death Prophet either, because Death Prophet Exorcism still works under the Chronosphere. So they ban out Tinker. Yeah, they noticed that despite losing, the Tinker of Meep Merp is still potent force to deal with, so they ban out Tinker right now. And for Meep Merp, they ban out Wraith King. Wraith King is also an annoying hero to deal with. He has practically 2 lives. So if you get an initiate on Wraith King, or if you burst him down first, it might be a total waste, actually, because you're wasting time dealing with the Wraith King when the Wraith King is just gonna go back up. And if his teammates are in the area, then killing him just gives you gives your enemy an advantage because you're slowed down and you haven't killed anyone yet. So they ban out the Invoker. Yeah, the Invoker going the hands of Team Dot Slash. Yeah, it was shown a while ago to be a very, very potent Invoker, so they want to ban that out. They don't want to deal with that Invoker again. So that's the last ban for the second round of bans. And picks here, first pick for the second round is Meep Merp. They probably want something to go with that Faceless Void again. Yeah, as I mentioned, you can have the Witch Doctor for that Death Ward. You can have Earthshaker for that Fissure. Fissure range is long enough. Earthshaker also goes well with Skywrath Mage. You have that concussive shot into a Fissure and a whole lot of burst damage following after that. Just the 2 long range abilities, concussive shot and Fissure, enough to set up kills earlier on. But okay, so they pick up Mirana. Mirana is good disengagement hero. If your enemy team doesn't have detection, that can guarantee Faceless Void to just walk in and place a Chronosphere without having to reveal himself with a Time Walk, without having to time the Time Walk and Chronosphere perfectly. You can just wait under the cover of Moonlight Shadow and place that Chronosphere effectively. Alternatively, the Moonlight Shadow can be used to retreat if they get an initiate from the Tidehunter. So, good utility either way, coming from the Mirana. And now, pick for Team Dot Slash. They see what they're going up against. They're going up against big team fight. So, they might want to pick up another form of disengage. Maybe the Silencer. I would always say pick a Silencer against the Skywrath Mage. Even if the Faceless Void manages to get a Chronosphere, as long as you're a Silencer in the back end of that engagement, as long as you don't get caught in the Chronosphere, having a Silence during the Chronosphere effectively reduces a lot of the damage that's gonna go in. You're gonna prevent the Skywrath Mage from casting anything. You're gonna prevent the Mirana from casting anything. So they're going to rely on right clicks after the Chronosphere, and that's not just as reliable. It's just not as reliable as if you had spells to cast after that. So Silencer would be a good pick for them right now, but they pick a Treant Protector. Okay, so a utility hero right now, a support hero. Not really too much of a counter. He does have that Entangle ult, the Overgrowth. Yeah, the Overgrowth can possibly lock down the Faceless Void in place if he doesn't get caught out. Yeah, so not so bad. You have the Overgrowth, you also have the Ravage, and those two, if the Faceless Void doesn't have a BKB yet, those two can also mitigate the effects of a Chronosphere by locking down the Faceless Void in his place. If he is unable to attack anyone in the Chronosphere, then it's practically a wasted Chronosphere. But that's only until the Faceless Void picks up a BKB. So let's see what the fourth pick would be. An offlaner. Okay, offlaner in the form of Clockwork. Clockwork is one of the best initiates in the game. Very, very long range initiate with hookshot, and is a good zoning kind of hero because of the power cogs. The power cogs can determine the kind of positioning that you want in a team fight, especially with a Chronosphere. Cogs, you can trap enemy heroes in the Chronosphere and then follow up with the cogs, or you can
And then
do
follow
it.
up with a Mystic Flare.
Yeah, you can do it the other way. You can trap someone with the cogs and then a Chronosphere and then a Mystic Flare. So yeah, Clockwork pairs well with Karath Mage or Faces Void, and even the cogs into an arrow from the Mirana, quite potent. So Clockwork, yeah, making use of that tactical positioning capability of Clockwork. So Puck's going to be their mid. Yeah, we haven't seen the mid hero yet for Team Meep Merp, unless they want to go with Faces Void mid. Kind of unusual, but I've seen it happen, and it's quite effective actually, because Faces Void does have an escape and can farm well. They ban out the Luna. Okay, they can probably see that Team Dot Slash right now needs a carry, and yeah, Luna's also kind of annoying to deal with, because that Eclipse goes through isn't stopped by the Chronosphere. So if she manages to get an Eclipse before the Chronosphere, that's still a lot of damage going the way of Team Meep Merp. So the ban is right now Batrider. Okay, they don't want any more initiates coming in from Meep Merp. They already have a lot of initiates. They already have a lot of team fight potential, and yeah, if you're fighting 4v5 versus a Faceless Void, you're never gonna win. So Batrider out of the equation is a good ban. So the last pick for Meep Merp, they still have Earthshaker, but they pick up the mid. They pick up Templar Assassin. So that's going to be their mid hero. Against the Puck, I would say that's okay, because while the Puck has that phase out, the Templar Assassin also has that refraction, which can prevent a lot of the burst damage coming in from the spells of Puck. So yeah, an okay pick. Okay mid. A very nice, very well-rounded team for Meep Merp. And for Dot Slash, yeah, they might have something in mind. Naga Siren, okay. So they're probably gonna rat this out. I haven't seen a Naga Siren pick for quite some time now. But yeah, Naga Siren, disengage. Faces Void, Chronosphere, Naga Siren, sleep, disengage. Clockwork, Hookshot, sleep, disengage. And you have that powerful farming potential from the Naga Siren, illusions, and split pushing potential once she has those Radiant up. So, okay, here we are in the game. Someone's DC'd, but okay, we're in game now. We're officially in game. Game 2. Previously, it was Team Dot Slash taking a victory after a long, epic game. Back and forth, really close score from both teams. But in the end, it was a Dot Slash win. So right now, they have an advantage coming into the second game, 1-0. So yeah, it's up to you, Ali.
Yeah, well, we have to do it because essentially nobody can actually play.
Okay, so what is this?
Okay, so we're going to transfer to another lobby. Okay, this is what happened. Apparently, some of them were experiencing a little severe internet connection problems, and we had to remake because somebody will be standing in for them for team. What do you call this?
Dot Slash, Meep Merp.
Dot Slash, yeah. And what we will do is just go for an all pick in the next game.
Okay.
Right?
So are you sure? Are you guys sure you don't want to postpone this? I'm really sleepy.
Yeah, I'm actually so tired as well. We've been doing this is the third game. We haven't done something this long. Even back then, when we were doing this for the UPLB community exclusively, we haven't been doing games this long. Okay, so while we wait for them.
Alright, so guys, to those who are still watching, I think this is survival of the fittest. If you manage to outlast everyone else on the stream, then you're practically the winners of our giveaway. Yeah!
Woo! I don't know how to react.
So hold on. Okay. So this time, I think my name is in. I'm going to put myself in the raffle. Okay. I deserve this. I deserve this. My name
You
is
can't do that.
my name is already there. I deserve this. If no one's gonna claim the prize, let's just see what's gonna happen. Okay. So this is
Can't do that.
battle of the world. Really? Can't I? Can't I? Just this once. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we're going to do an elimination. If no two people are alive by the end of the stream, then I'm gonna take one of the prizes. Is that fair?
No.
No, still no.
Still no. We'll just eat out and for your hard work tonight. Let's leave the prize to somebody else in the next in Saturday, because especially in Saturday I think we have to do like a double raffle there. So
Okay,
back
okay,
to back.
yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
to you guys watching it, we're gonna have a double raffle. This is a secret. We're gonna have a double
Yeah.
raffle on Saturday, okay? So don't tell anyone. So you have a better
Yep.
chance of winning. Okay? Double raffle, one after the first game, one after the second game, just to reward those who want to watch both games, okay? So yeah, right now we're going into the lobby. We're going into the second game. It's gonna be all pick since the drafts were already chosen earlier on, but they just had to reload because of latency issues. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsor PLDC, keeping you disconnected.
Okay, so now we're just waiting everybody to pick the hero. So I believe that for Team Meep Merp we have Face Void, Scarfish, Rihanna, and Clockwork. So and then I forgot, and then TA, and then for Dot Slash is going to be Shadow Shaman, Titan Hunter, Dread Protector, Puck, and Naga Siren. So if any of the heroes not mentioned were picked, it's going to be a big of a deal. I mean, we have to disqualify that team. No, just kidding.
Faceless
So
Void.
just waiting for Face Void, and now everybody's picking. So now moving into the next game again. Just as Coach have said a few seconds ago, there were some problems with one of the players, so they have to disconnect, and well, we had to do a remake of the lobby. Now we're going to do an all pick, and we're here into the next game. Man, Coach, I feel so exhausted. My brain, words are coming out of my mouth, and I'm not even thinking about. I'm just okay. Let's do this and this and this and this, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm yawning left and right now, and I'm staring at.
Don't
this-
mention yawn because
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, I'm staring at.
Now I'm yawning as
I'm
well.
staring at this bowl of cup noodles. I have cheese curry cup noodles straight from Japan, and it wants me to eat it. But yeah.
Okay, so let me go on ahead and introduce the teams. Okay, so again, this is a second game for a best of 3 series between Meep Merp and Dot Slash taking the first game. After one of the a member of the Meep Merp team had to disconnect, so it was difficult. But I think Meep Merp called it a GG because they didn't have any stand-ins. So now on the Radiant team, we have Dot Slash. We have Ovation playing as Tide Hunter. Sorry,
Strength
Ovation playing as
Protector.
Strength Protector. Yeah, Nice One playing as Tide Hunter. Isen playing as Puck. Meek playing as Naga Siren. And Wei playing as Shadow Shaman. On the dark side, we have Team Meep Merp, or short for Meme. Wow, it's actually very clever. And we have Legendary Man playing as Faces Void. Red Man as Mirana. Aryan playing as Skyrath Mage, Seb on the Clockwork, and Migs, the stand-in from IRG, playing as Temper Assassin at the middle lane. I'm not really sure if they're sure to do this. They're putting somebody who is not usually a member of the team on the middle lane. quite curious. And now moving into the laning analysis, we have Coach Dota.
Alright. So, gotta get myself psyched up for this game. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a tri lane versus
Oh, and now wonderful.
no.
Okay, let's just
No.
let me call this one is.
No.
We can actually try.
No.
We can actually try to cast a post game. Try to psych it up.
Alright.
No, there's no way.
Yeah. So let's get into the drafting, the laning analysis before the game unpauses. Okay, so this is going to be a tri-lane defensive lane, giving space for the Faceless Void to farm. Yeah, Mirana and Skyrath Mage. Yeah, the Mirana's gonna have an easier time landing that arrow if the Skyrath Mage gets that concussive shot in. They're going against the Tide Hunter. The Tide Hunter has an Anchor Smash leveled in. Maybe he might have wanted to have that Kraken Shell instead right now. I don't know. Let's see if they can get a level 1 kill off this Tide Hunter. But it's a solo lane Tide Hunter, so depends on how the Tide Hunter plays. If he gets zoned out or he can get those levels. Come on, Tide Hunter. You don't need farm. All you need is level 6, and don't be too greedy. If you get too greedy, you might get killed first blood, so you don't want to give that to the Faceless Void. Just sit back there and get EXP. That's your job. Okay, so on the bottom lane, of course, since it's a 3-on-1 on top, it's going to be a 3-on-1 on bottom. Also, the Clockwork, a bit more cautious. Standing in the back, he has level 1 Rocket Flare. Probably used that to scout earlier on. You'd want a level 1 Power Cogs, actually, so you can protect yourself from incoming ganks, especially if you're doing a solo off lane. But yeah, right now the pulling has been kind of effective. They did a solo pull actually. They did do a double pull into this camp right here. So I question the effectiveness of that, because that's actually going to push out the lane. That's going to give more experience to your offlaner. So yeah, single pulls are not very effective. If you're going to do a single pull, sometimes it's better not to do that pull at all. So yeah, EXP should go the way of Clockwork, but last hits are still going to go for Naga Siren. Here on top, yeah, the Tide Hunter is also isolated, but the Clockwork is still at level 1. So a bit better isolation for team for team Dot Slash against that Clockwork. But right now on mid, let's see how it's going. Okay, an advantage to the Templar Assassin, 11 last hits against the 3 last hits of Puck. Okay, so the Puck is having a bit of a difficulty here in the mid lane. EXP wise, it's pretty much even. The Puck has a slight advantage right now, level 4. But still, Templar Assassin is leading in last hits, and that's what you really want to have as a mid player. You want those last hits. You want to be as useful in the early game as much as possible. So yeah, if a Templar Assassin gets his blink earlier on, he has the bottle already. If she goes for a blink earlier on, or even just a face boots, she can already make an impact. Okay, so the Mirana is in position here at mid.
Yeah, it actually throws in that arrow. It's going to miss. Oh yeah, it almost actually hits that Puck, but now they're going to have to disengage. I think Mirana got a little bit excited there, and overestimated the positioning of that arrow.
Yeah, but right now on top lane, the Faceless Void has the most last hits in the game, 19. The Templar Assassin still also has 17 last hits, so second place right now. This Void is just getting farmed. The Tide Hunter, yeah, getting zoned out. They want to no?
Yeah. They want to go for Tide Hunter, but I think they disengaged. I thought that they were actually gonna dive in, because they actually could. All 3 of them have like a lot of HPs on them, but they didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, they could have, but it's also quite risky. Since the Tide Hunter does have that 2 points in Kraken Shell, they might not deal as much damage in right clicks as they would expect. I would like to note that the Skyrath Mage's primary form of harass is in the Arcane Bolt. The Arcane Bolt damage is not reduced by the Tidehunter's Kraken Shell. So that's a little bit of something. The arrow comes in, doesn't hit.
Yeah. Well, too bad for that people got stunned for 5 seconds.
Yeah, so Templar Assassin 22 last hits, giving a bit of space to the Puck. Puck has 6 last hits, but that's really nothing. Tidehunter, even against the Tri-Lane, has more
no,
last
Puck
hits.
is actually in danger of dying there. But yeah, a support coming in from the Living Arbor by the Tent Protector, so I guess yeah, he will live. But wonderful kiting there from Templar Assassin, getting those side blades on top of that Puck, who was just standing behind the creep wave.
Yeah, I think the Psyblade's splash is actually more powerful than her actual auto attack because I think it's pure.
It is. It is pure.
Pure, yeah, it's pure. So, uh, it's probably gonna deal more damage than the first right click. Pretty similar to Kunkka. In Kunkka, you want the enemies to get hit by the Tidebringer instead of your auto attack because the Tidebringer also deals pure damage. So, Clockwork? No, they're not gonna get this Clockwork.
Yeah, well, the Clockwork is still on full HP and he's sitting right behind the tower. So, and then there's also the cog, so he won't be able to do. They won't be able to dive there. Now, I think the Threat Protector is starting with that annoying living armor, unlimited living armor on the allies. Oh, Puck actually had to TP back and regenerate at the base. So this is gonna cost him a lot of experience points. I mean, TA is now on level 6 and it's almost at level 7, and Puck is sitting at what level? Oh, she is sitting on level 6, but way under farm.
Yeah, and Templar Assassin already has those face boots, so she might go ganking soon. And that's really an advantage that you don't want to give to a Templar Assassin. You don't want Templar Assassin to farm too much in the early game because she's a snowbally kind of hero.
You know, we see a Puck actually going at the top lane. Observer Ward, he doesn't know that they can see him because of the server ward. And now they decide to engage. Arrow coming in from Rihanna catches the SD that Eason. And Eason might actually be the first blood on this exchange. Oh no, wonderful phase shift there from Puck. Actually shifting the tides and turning the first blood to the way of the Radiant team. It's a triple kill from Nice One. Wonderful play there. I thought that Puck would actually die. But what he did was that he phase shifted at the last moment and gave Tidehunter enough time to throw in the anchor smash and get the first blood himself.
Yeah, also
and that's
combined. Yeah.
It's a triple kill now in the way of this Tidehunter, and now he has the arcane boots gonna allow him to sustain himself longer in that lane.
That was really bad for Team Meep Merp. That's a really great turn of events. Right now the Templar Assassin on the bot lane.
Blinken coming in from Faces Void, throws in, decides to use the Chronosphere there to get the kill on the Nice One, and now Tidehunter might actually die. No, he throws in the Anchor Smash right there and reduces the damage of the Faces Void. It's now turning the tide once again and kills the Faces Void and gives dominating streak. He dies actually. Skyflinch was able to kill him, but he was able to take the Faces Void with him before he died. And now the bottom lane, I understand the Threat Protector actually died. And well, Puck replies with a TP and throws in an illusory orb, not going to transfer to his own orb, knowing that there's 3 heroes there.
The Shadow Shaman also died actually.
Oh, the Shadow Shaman. So it's actually okay. So it's a 2-for-1 exchange. 2 for 2, I believe, because Faces Void died.
Yeah, so pretty much the game is even in terms of kills. The game is close in terms of gold and the XP. Still too early to say anything. But yeah, net worth top is.
We're going to throw an arrow on the way of the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman successfully evades it, but gets trapped in the cogs. Battery Assault up on the Clockwork, and they will definitely get the kill there on Shadow Shaman. And now Nagasiren is in danger of dying. He doesn't have enough HP, but will they be able to take the Clockwork before they die? Oh no, Threat Protector is dying. Will he survive? Nagasiren falls as well, so Mirana takes the Threat Protector and Threat Assassin takes the Nagasiren. It's now a 5-7 score in favor of the Dire team. The last team fight was a 2-for-1 exchange.
Yeah, this Templar Assassin just doing a lot of work. 2 kills and 3 assists, 0 death. This is what I was talking about a while ago. If you let that Templar Assassin get that early farm, even just the face boots, that mobility that the face boots provides allows Templar Assassin to start wailing on people. Her damage is nothing to be underestimated. She deals around 200 damage with the refraction on, and even more with that meld, especially considering the armor reduction that the meld hits give.
Yeah, and also, by the way, melt is actually also it's also physical, so it goes through the magic armor. So now we're waiting for another team fight there. Oh, he actually throws in the trap, slows down the Trend Protector of Moonlight Shadow coming in from Miranda. They pick up the Shadow Shaman first, and they have the Observer Ward there, giving them vision on this area. They're now going for the Trend Protector. Will they be able to take them? The refract actually is still at all the refract charges for the defensive refract charges were used. Now Redman coming in doesn't have the arrow yet, but the auto attacks will definitely help here in taking down the Jet Protector. And now Migs is on a killing spree. That was a 2-4-0 exchange in favor of the Dire team. We're now looking at the 5-9 score, and they will definitely take the first tower at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, so gold is now largely in advantage of Team Meep Merp. Right now, around 2,500 gold advantage, and experience advantage also around 2,000. Yeah, the kills are just giving such a large advantage towards Meep Merp.
Oh, TP coming in from Clockwork is actually he wants to throw the support here, but no, Skynet Mage replies to the Puck aggression with a Mystic Flare, but Puck will be able to survive there. No concussive shot during that time, no Arcane Bolt to follow up, and now nice one actually falls TPs and blinks on top of the Faces Void, throws in a Gush, no Anchor Smash, just harassing the Void in general. And another team fight, the middle lane now. Shadow Shaman dies once again. Wei doing a really bad Shadow Shaman. He's now stuck at what? Level 4. And you need the level 6 to be effective as Shadow Shaman. 3 heroes now standing, awaiting a kill at the middle lane. Clockwork has the ultimate. Tidehunter feels that he is needed, so he rotates to the middle lane. He has the Blink Dagger, by the way, so he can blink in and ravage. Puck doesn't have anything yet, but he does have his ultimate there. Oh, hookshot coming in from Clockwork with a battery assault. Ravage follow up from the Tidehunter there, killing Seb before it kills anybody else. Migs might actually fall. This TA is actually in danger of dying. Puck might die, yes, he does actually, but not before Scarlet Mage falls. And they now keep on harassing. They want to kill this Migs. They want to kill the TA, and they may actually be able to pull it off. But not before Tidehunter falls, and now TA might actually walk away from this. It's now 7-12 exchange, 3-4-0 in favor of Meep Merp. Blinken coming of Legendary Man. He might actually Chronosphere 2 heroes, no mana there for Chronosphere. Auto attacks coming in from Miranda. Either shock from Shadow Shaman getting thrown on top of the Legendary Man, scaring him off. And well, that's the end of the last engagement.
It's not really a 3-0. I think someone died in the last engagement for Meep Merp.
Oh yeah. Was it
Skyrath Mage? Someone.
Oh yeah, it was Skyrath. It was Skyrath. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, overall, a win for Meep Merp, but still a decent fight from Dot Slash. Yeah.
We're trying to. This is actually very bad for Dot Slash because the Blink Dagger. Oh no, TA didn't go for a Blink Dagger with all her gold. She went for the Drums of Endurance and the Mithril Hammer. So this is definitely going to be either an early BKB or an early Desolator. On the top lane, Tidehunter is out of position. Closing in quickly with a Moonlight Shadow as a Scarlet Mage at the Faces Void. He is trying to move away, he's just trying to walk around, but he's going to be surprised by the 3 heroes closing in on the Arcane Seal coming in from the Scarlet Mage with the Mystic Flare and the Chronosphere. 2 ultimates used there to take down the Tidehunter. That those 3 heroes doing a good job ganking him. And well, it's not looking good for Dot Slash indeed.
Yeah, a while ago we saw good back and forth from both teams, but right now it seems like it's a bit more dominant in favor of Meep Merp. I think it has largely to do with the draft.
Okay, and why do you say that? Okay, another engagement coming in. Really persistent in trying to get that ward off. And now we actually gave another kill to Migs. And this TA is just so farmed, closing in faster on that Mithril Hammer. They see the Threat Protector here, getting Arcane Sealed, getting Arcane Bolted, and now he might actually die. Oh, but the Living Armor not going to save him. And that was a 2-for-0. That one I'm sure of.
Yeah. I think it was a draft failure because they let the Skyrath Mage and the Faceless Void combo go in the way of Team Meep Merp. And also in the mid, they let Templar Assassin go. But yeah, Templar Assassin isn't really too much of a ban kind of hero. But the Templar Assassin just won that mid lane.
Mm-hmm. I think it was a difference in skill
Yeah,
that
it was
defined the early mid game.
it was an
Early mid lane.
execution kind of thing.
Because I've seen Fox go against TAs and more or less they were able to survive or at least get more or less the same amount of last hits, but not this much. There's the difference is just too great.
Okay, so
I can hear you munching down on some crackers. You can do it, coach. And now Tidehunter actually encounter coming into contact with the Mirana and the Skyrath Mage, but I think he will disengage. Rotating to the middle lane, we now have 5 heroes here at the middle lane. Templar Assassin taking away the Net Protector almost immediately. 4 heroes, no 3 heroes, no yes 4 heroes now for the Radiant team converging on top of the TA, but no, wait, will definitely die here. Ravage coming in from the Tidehunter. Migs was able to refract once more and give more HP and allow him to survive longer in this team fight. Although the refract is out, Magic Wand allowing him to giving him more HP there. Skyrath Mage, by the way, with the killing spree falls to the Tidehunter, giving that Tidehunter an additional 200 gold. And now Faceless Void is left to free farm at the top lane. He is now staring at the Mask of Madness and a Maelstrom. This top tower will definitely go down. More gold for me. And now we are looking at what? Around 7,500 advantage in both experience and in gold. TP is coming in. We have the Nagasai and TP at the top lane. Meek wants to defend this, wants to go for the Faceless Void, but they won't be able to get close. Nobody in the team has a Blink Dagger. Not the Tent Protector, not the Shadow Shaman, who is still at level 4 at the 16-minute mark.
Tidehunter has a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, no, I mean, on the reinforcing, the close people.
So this is the failure of Shadow Shaman that we see so common in our series of games. Shadow Shaman needs those early levels. If you want to rotate Shadow Shaman to go ganking, you still need to make sure that you're getting those kills so that he won't have a late level 6. And I think this is the slowest Shadow Shaman we've ever seen. 17 minutes in and still at level 4, level 5. Still no wards. So yeah, that's putting yourself into a disadvantage. And yeah, I think it's also mostly because of this Templar Assassin. This Templar Assassin is a beast. 6 kills, 5 assists, 0 deaths. Yeah, he almost died twice. There's been 2 occasions where she almost died, but yeah, just perfect timing, perfect use of her abilities of her refract. She hasn't died yet. Perfect positioning. So if she dies, it's going to be a big streak going the way of Team Dotslash. But until then, Templar Assassin is gonna continue on being a beast, just dominating whatever. This Shadow Shaman, if we check the graph, yeah, he's died 6 times. He's just so soft, and these Templar Assassin food at this point in the game.
Templar Assassin can just take him away in just a few hits. I think a couple of hits from the meld, and plus the traps. So not, his HP like still got 600. That's not gonna do much against a Templar Assassin who has 267 damage with the refract and the meld that gives him additional 200 damage. So what? Yeah, it's going to be 2 hits indeed.
That's practically 2 hits because the TA already has the Desolator. But the song right now?
Okay, now song coming in from Side, but the Moonlight Shadow reply from the Mirana will actually give them additional breathing room. And now indeed, Migs takes away Shadow Shaman in 2 hits. Ravage coming in from Tidehunter catches both the TA and the Clockwork. TA will he be able to survive? No, he will die to the gush. Wicked streak going into the Tidehunter. This time not doing well of being a Tidehunter. there. Templar Assassin buys back into the game, TPs to the middle lane, and now Tidehunter takes a double kill there. Redman replies by taking away the Skyrath Mage. Mirana takes a double kill, takes away the Siren, and the Puck during that team fight. Chronosphere coming in from the Faceless Void, taking away 2 heroes, goes for a double kill. 4 heroes are now down. It was a 4-4-2 exchange in favor of Meep Merp, and now they will be taking the second tier 2 tower. The tier 2 tower in the middle lane.
Yeah, so this is the kind of aggression that we saw from that dot slash coming from the previous game. But right now, they're fighting against such a farm Templar Assassin, such a powerful Templar Assassin. So that kind of aggression, though, if it was on equal footing, it would have been a better kind of engagement. But just because Templar Assassin is so farmed already, it's already an advantage for Meep Merp.
Now the top lane, we see an imminent team fight coming in. We have the Trend Protector. We have the Shadow Shaman here. And now Ravage Tidehunter coming in with a gush, slowing down the Skyrath Mage, but now Clockwork is into the rescue. It catches the Puck right in the middle of that cogs and stuns him with a battery assault. This is a fair follow-up coming from the Skyrath Mage, finishing up immediately. The Dream Coil from the Puck locking down the Clockwork and the Mirana, and for some reason Mirana he didn't snap the coil for some reason.
Yeah, I think the coil just expired in duration.
Okay. So wonderful timing there from Mirana, and they were able. It was a 1-for-1 exchange, taking away the Puck in exchange for the Skyrath Mage. And if you think about it, it's a fair exchange.
Yeah, but if we take a look at the net worth of people, Faceless Void is at a commanding 11k. The Faceless Void actually already has a Mjolnir.
Oh no, this is going really bad
Next
for
is
that slash.
Templar Assassin with 10k gold, and the highest in dot slash is actually the Tidehunter, probably because he got a nice start and a couple of kills in the previous engagement. So yeah.
But at the bottom lane, Tidehunter getting caught by Legendary Man, and he will die. And this is just what Mjolnir gives you. And on top of that, he has the Mask of Nades, so just auto attacks all the way. And we see actually Face Void building into a Crystallis, and there we go. It's now on the way on the Courier, and well, they might actually go for a Roche at this point in time. The top lane getting taken down by Templar Assassin. Meep Merp doing a good job, just washing away, just snowballing over dot slash in the first 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And this is just wonderful play.
Right now they're going for a Roche. So it has been 22 minutes and they've taken down 5 towers of dot slash. Meep Merp has taken down 5 towers and they haven't lost a single tower. Even against the Shadow Shaman lineup. Shadow Shaman is just getting his level 6 right now, 22 minutes into the game. Again, I think this is the slowest Shadow Shaman we've ever seen so far in our series. No level 6 Shadow Shaman, no early towers, and that's why you pick Shadow Shaman. And if you're picking Shadow Shaman and you don't get those level 6, that level 6 early on, and you don't get those towers early on, then it's just a failure in draft and execution.
And now we see them converging on the Tidehunter. The Radiant team, by the way, has no wards. And the Arrow actually finding the Tidehunter there. Oh, very lucky. The Kraken should actually cancel that out. He is forced to use the Ravish to save his own skin, and he will actually blink out to safety. But now they know that the Ravish was used. They can actually go in with a kill. Nagasarian uses the song, who's trying to cash everybody in that song within the range, but no, they're going to fail. So that's another ulti wasted. All the Puck and the Trend Protector has the ultimates ready right now. Shadow Shaman, by the way, has level 6. Now the wards are up, coach. We might actually see the wards finally after the 20-minute mark, but 23-minute mark, but it will be used defensively.
Yeah, but if you take a look at everyone on Team Meep Merp's levels, everyone is level 11. So those level 1 wards are not going to be as effective in damage as if they
A
were...
hook shot coming in from Clockwork there, catching the Puck once again with the battery assault getting casted. Puck is out of position and he will die. Was he able to throw Dream Call? Yes, he was able to do so, but not going to be that effective. Chronosphere coming from Legendary Man catches 3 heroes actually with a Mystic Flare support coming in from Scarlet Mage, wipes out 2 heroes. Courier of the Radiant team out of position, going to be sniped by the Mirana. Tidehunter falls. Only Nagasar is now alive. She's at the middle lane. She has the Radiance, I believe, but it's not going to do much right now because a tier 3 tower at the bottom lane might go down.
Yeah, they've taken down all outer towers. They've lost the tier 1 mid apparently sometime earlier, but they might be able to take down a tier 3 and possibly a Rax right now. So let's see where this leads. The Faceless Void.
Legendary Man diving in without the Shadow Shaman, but though Shadow Shaman is able to shackle support coming in from TA, she just had to walk there. No need for a Blink Dagger, but Legendary Man is in danger of dying. Yes, Blink in coming in from Puck takes the kill on top of that Faceless Void, but no, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop the Rampage coming in from the Dark team. They will definitely take the Rax. They have enough firepower. They have the TA, by the way, and so that's just enough damage to take down the Rax. They might actually move towards the middle lane after this. No, they are. They are. They're re-engaging the Radiant team. I don't know why, but for some reason they want to contest the position. And now TP coming in from the Radiant.
Naga Siren on top.
Yeah, TA actually TP there. She knew that the Naga Siren didn't have enough mana, and that she's practically helpless. So, well, I think this Naga is trying to build into a heart.
The Naga already has Radiance, so maybe with a good defense and a bit of split pushing, the Radiant Team Dotslash might be able to prolong this game, might actually be able to turn it around if the Naga Siren gets in the farm and they manage to bring this game into the late stages. But yeah, they've lost a rack, so that's going to be harder for them to accomplish right now. If we take a look at the levels, yeah, the Shadow Shaman is still at level 6, Tread Protector is at level 9, whereas everyone in the Dire in Team Meep Merp has already reached at least level 11. Their lowest is Skyrath Mage, level 11, and then Clockwork at level 13. So that EXP disadvantage, over 20,000 EXP disadvantage towards Meep Merp, and yeah, over 20,000 gold actually, around 25,000 gold in advantage for Meep Merp. So yeah, things have been going bad for Dotslash as a contrast to the previous game. So right now,
they actually have to treat it. At the bottom lane, Faceless Void picks off the Tidehunter, and now he might actually go for Hue, but now he was actually shackled, and the Mass Serpent Ward's making short work of that Void. So it's 1-for-1 exchange. Not really a good exchange when you consider it, because it's a Tidehunter for a Void. But then again, we're not really talking about a game where those kinds of exchanges are that critical, especially because Meep Merp is way ahead.
Yeah, but they might want to go for the mid lane right now. The Tidehunter is down. There's no Ravage for at least 30 seconds, and the Templar Assassin is just whittling away at this tower.
Mm-hmm. And a hook shot missing, not going to find anybody. Wow, wonderful one hit there from the Templar Assassin. BKB and the pipe getting casted. Buff from everybody coming in. And now Tread Protector will go fall down next. Double kill there on Migs. And now he actually is trying to go for the Naga Siren, but the Rack is getting popped so fast by the Radiance. And now the Tidehunter throws in the Ravage, finds the TA there, dominating streak going that way of the Tidehunter. Naga Siren finds the kill on the Skyrath Mage, and Puck goes for the kill on the Clockwork. Now 3 heroes are down with a buyback from Templar Assassin. Definitely Meep Merp will have to disengage, and they have to be very careful because indeed the Naga Siren is building for a Heart of the Rask.
Yeah.
She already has the hard part figured out. I mean, the Reaper is already there, so farming the 1-2 and the 1,100 additional components for the Heart of the Rask won't be that hard from this point. In fact, she already has the 1-6.
But I think she should go for Boots of Travel right now before the Heart. That will just allow her to farm faster.
Out of the middle lane, we see an engagement there. Puck's going to go for Redman, but Redman successfully escapes onto TA. Mix in danger of dying. Is getting on to attack the Refracts. The Radiant's doing a good job on that Refract. Now Temper Assassin is dead. We're now seeing additional money coming in the way of Nagasari. We see the Vitality boosts are getting purchased. So he's actually just around 200 gold away from the recipe itself. Now 50 gold, exactly around 35 gold away from that Heart of the Rasmus item. And this is wonderful play from the Naga Siren. Meek is doing a wonderful job playing a Siren. He knows how she can farm. He knows how he should not be taken down during team fights, and just absolutely make sure that you get the farm up instead of just dying and dying and dying through those team fights.
Yeah, the Templar Assassin still has 50 seconds to go back up. A bit greedy on her part. She actually bought back, so it's kind of a dieback earlier on. So right now, Team Dot Slash has shown that they're still able to defend, but maybe that's because the Templar Assassin went a bit greedy. They kept on diving when they should have just gone for this tower. They could have gone for the tower, but they were greedy. They kept on diving. Now the tower is getting repaired by the Trend Protector's Overgrowth. So, by the Trend Protector's Living Armor. Yeah. So, let's see where this game goes. And Naga Siren is the kind of hero that can outlast the enemy. Her illusions can farm multiple lanes and can just hold off against creep pushes. And yeah, the Song of the Siren is a good engage or disengage. So Naga Siren alone can turn the tide of this game. But on the other hand, we still see that the Faceless Void already has
Song of the Siren getting cast
right.
and Naga Siren catches two heroes there. Clockwork and the Skyrath Mage are both out of position. Will she shut it? Will she turn the song down? Yes, it did, and they engage. Ravage coming in from Tidehunter catches one hero. Only Miranda Bite of Insight on top of this. On top of the Tidehunter not going to be enough. OG coming in for Trend Protector, going to give them a lot of positioning there, but the Faceless Void locks them down with the Chronosphere and kills Hue and Trend Protector as well, dying to the Temper Assassin. Double kill there in the way of Migs, and now 4 heroes are dead. Nagatan is the only one alive. It's a team wipe in favor of Meep Merp, and wow, it's going to be a death push. 5 heroes are up, including Temper Assassin and Faceless Void. Of course, 5 heroes are up. And now GG well played getting called. Oh no! Oh wait, hang on. It's not Captain's mode, right? So how is this gonna go down?
No, it's still gonna end. It's not the Captain's mode. It's the private lobby that makes it.
Okay.
I think.
Right, so somebody just called the GG well played. I thought it was gonna end, and Meep Merp called it in and then the rules are if you call it in, you lose the game.
But maybe it is because of the alt pick.
Oh, but I have to. Let's just warn them this time. Meep Merp.
No. There's no timer down. So
Yeah. But be careful next time.
no, it's alt pick. So I don't think they might not have a timer. So
Okay, if you say so. Well, just a general behavior. Just a general reminder, and now they're just founding farming // and definitely we will be seeing the next game sometime in the future. We can hold it tonight because it's already 1 a.m.
oh my god, this has been a very long night.
Yeah. So we are now moving to we are now going to discuss when the third game will be held.
Alright, so to anyone watching the stream, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live for our giveaway, so hold on. I'm gonna disconnect the stream for a while. It's gonna come back up, and when it comes back up, it's going to be live, okay? So, any last words, Ali?
Well, I'm just going to communicate with the organizers. Thank you guys for staying with us until 1 a.m. I'm just going to talk to the players and schedule the next game. Alright, thank you guys so much for tonight. And coach, I leave it to you. And for the winners, kindly add me up on Steam so we can do the trade. All right? Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys soon.